Want to work out on vacation but don't have any equipment? Watch this video to learn the 5 best exercises to do while you're on vacation and all you have is your suitcase.
Hi guys, Tyler Pearson here, your local strength and conditioning specialist. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 best exercises to be doing when you're away on vacation and all you have is a suitcase. Now, for these exercises, you can dictate how much weight is in your suitcase. You can either take stuff out of it or you can put more stuff in it. Get creative. You can put things that are in your hotel room in the suitcase. Just make sure you don't leave the stuff in your suitcase. Now, this first exercise we're going to be talking about is called a suitcase carry. All of these exercises, you want to make sure your core is engaged. Now, what I mean by engagement, you're going to press your stomach out as far as you can to keep those muscles from, let's say, being lax or not working how they should be working. So that means pressing your belly out. So if you see, I'm overly extending my stomach out to show for the purposes of the video, but you want to make sure your core is tight and engaged. That means your rectus, your transverse abdominis, your internal, external obliques are all firing. Now, you're going to engage your core and you're going to hold the suitcase in either your left or your right hand. You're going to want to make sure you switch to the opposite side once you've worked, let's say, the right side, then the left side. Keep your core engaged and stand nice and tall, eyes front, head up. Make sure the suitcase doesn't pull you down. So if it's too heavy and you start to see this lateral bend, you want to take some weight out of it. But you also don't want to overcorrect and go the other way. Make sure you stay nice and neutral in this position. You can do this for about 30 seconds to a minute, up to 3 sets if you want. Now, this next exercise we're going to be doing is called a Zercher hold suitcase squat. So you're going to take your suitcase and you're going to hold it out in outstretched arms just like so. Think about holding a big pizza. You're going to engage your core and you're going to set your feet up either hip width or shoulder width apart. Now, again, it's more so a preference. It doesn't really matter which one you want to do. It's how you feel doing the exercise. Toes can be slightly out or pointing straight ahead. Again, more of a preference. I like my toes pointing straight ahead. You're going to engage your core, arms out in front. Make sure the suitcase isn't too heavy where it pulls you forward, but also where it's not too light where you're overcompensating and pulling it towards you. So you want to find that nice neutral position, toes straight front for intended of this video, and you're going to come down and come right back up. Making sure your core is engaged the whole way through. So we're still doing that abdominal bracing. Now, the third exercise we're going to talk about is a suitcase row. So make sure you have a bed or a desk or a table that's, let's say, about just a little bit taller than knee height. You're going to put your left leg forward and your right arm is going to do the rowing and vice versa. So my left leg's going forward, my right leg's back, and this nice 3 points of contact. So if there was a bed here, I would have my arm up on the bed and I would be starting with my arm straight in front. You're going to pull towards your pocket just like so and coming right back down. You can dictate how much weight is in this again. If it's too heavy, you can drop the weight out. If it's too light, add some weight to it. Make sure your elbow isn't overtly flaring because it's going to cause your shoulder to come forward and you're not getting the right activation in your back. So from here, you're going to pull up and go right back down. And then the same thing if you were to switch, pulling up, making sure to pull that shoulder back, keep that elbow in line, and coming right back down. This you can do for 3 sets of 15, 2 sets of 10. It's all dictated on what type of weight you're going to be using in your hotel room. Now, this next exercise is going to be called a suitcase floor press. So you're going to lay on the ground, bent knees. From here, you're going to take the suitcase and you're going to hold it with your arms at about, let's say, a 45-degree angle. Make sure you're pinching your shoulder blades together, so you're pulling your shoulders in. Think that there's a little pencil in between your shoulders and you're trying to grip it. From here, you're going to engage your core and you're going to press up and come right back down, just like so. This is a nice chest exercise, making sure not to let the suitcase come too far up over your head or too far away from you in front. Pressing up, pressing down. This nice straight path. And you can do this again, 2 sets of 10, 3 sets of 15. It's more so what you're aiming for with your exercises. Now, this last exercise is called a suitcase push press. So, what you're going to do, sit your feet up about hip width, shoulder width, toes slightly pointing out or toes pointing straight ahead. You're going to hold the suitcase like so, and then you're going to squat down, and as you come up, you're going to press the suitcase overhead. You can break this movement up by either doing the squat first, come through the squat, and then pressing, or you can squat down, and then as you come up, squat overhead, making sure your core is engaged all the way through. Don't let yourself lean too far forward when you're pressing. So for instance, if you're pressing and the suitcase is in front of you, you don't want that. You want it straight overhead, just like so. Again, this exercise can be done either 3 sets of 15, 2 sets of 10, or even 4 sets of 8. With all these exercises, you control the weight. If you feel any type of pain on them, don't push through the pain, push through the pain. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, there'll be more description down the link in the video.
Like this video, subscribe to our channel, check out our rehab series, click on our social links above, or check the description box below for more videos that you might find interesting.